Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are having a fabulous Thursday. I've had a really crazy morning, so I'm a little late today. I had to switch the times, and I actually am choosing a more natural, chill look today, which I'm actually loving. The sun isn't out, so it's a really relaxing, chill day. As you can see, my face is like shiny, it's all over the place. So I had to drive from Philly back to Wildwood. So it's been a crazy little day. So I'm put on Beyonce because it is a homage to my guest today. And if there is anyone that I feel like is my spirit animal, it is my guest for today. And she is one of the fiercest, most fabulous athletes that I know. She is a thrower for you, a discus thrower for USA, Whitney Ashley. And if you guys don't know her, you might know her through TikTok because she has gone ridiculously. She's blown up on the TikTok forum. And I just joined TikTok. I really didn't know what it was. And I don't know how you guys do it because you have to really memorize the dances, and I didn't know that. I thought TikTok was you are like you see the dance, it's like the left side of your screen, and then the right side of your screen would be the dance. So like you would learn it right there. You guys are spending hours a day learning these dances. So I'm gonna talk to her about that and what it's like doing these dances and being these kinds of TikTok celebrity. But yeah, so I've dedicated this whole day to Beyonce. I know she just came out yesterday with the remix for what is it? What's her name? Meg Thee Stallion, Savage. Yeah. So Beyonce came out, and you know Beyonce is my queen. Like I love her. She's amazing, and so I'm so glad that my guest today loves Beyonce as much as I do. We roomed together at World Championships in 2015, I believe. So that was pretty awesome, and that's how we connected, through Beyonce. And so I was really excited about that. But Whitney Ashley is an American Olympic discus thrower. She's a two-time world champion competitor and national competitor, as well as national champion. And she's also a Hall of Fame recipient from San Diego State University. And as I said, she's a TikTok celebrity. And I really wanted to talk to her because we bond so well. We have great conversations. But it's also, she has such a different perspective on life. And I think that people have a perspective about throwers. And I love that she shatters the norm, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna add Whitney right now, and please don't be surprised if we are like crazy. This is our moment right now. So
hi, sweet.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late.
Hold on, let me get it.
What's up? Is that your music I hear?
That's my music. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I got on and I got off, and I was like, it sounds like IG's playing music on the other side, but I don't know what's happening.
Yes. No, that was just my Beyonce. Yes.
Do you love her new remix with Meg Thee Stallion?
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you. Okay. Now, Janelle and I have spoken a lot about this. I love Beyonce and everything that she works with, everything that she stands for.
I love coming. It's okay. Just let it out. Let it out.
I love, and you know this, I've loved her entire journey. And I love that she was very truthful in Lemonade. I love it all, right?
Right.
And I had to, as a female, I had to come correct and accept women for where they are, right? Wow. So when Cardi B came out, I was like, damn, what is Cardi B doing? Like, what is she representing for the younger generation? What is she representing? But I said, if she don't know better, she can't do better. So she became famous exactly where she was, exactly how she thought. Okay. So I'm a supporter of Cardi. Do you, boo boo? I got you. Meg Thee Stallion is not somebody I listen to on repeat.
Okay.
I don't know enough about her. I don't. It's just, I think it's just a different stage in my life that I'm just not in. But I love the song. I think I did half the challenge, so I appreciate it. I like that B. She got a little hood. She did. A little slang in there. She went Houston. She went right to her roots, and I liked it. From that aspect, I liked it.
Oh gosh.
So that yes, I did like it. It's not on repeat for me.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
I support it. No, you're fine, girl.
I have someone coming to mount my TV for me, and I see his car in my window, but he's on the other side of the building. But something I can do about it right now. He'll figure it out.
So where are you right now?
I'm in Lawrence, Kansas.
Kansas, yes, child. Okay, and how are you? Like you're from Cali, so how are you liking?
I love the Midwest. I mean, it has its days. Some areas are better than others, and that's saying a lot without saying a lot. Some areas I feel comfortable, some areas I feel really uncomfortable. But where I live, which is College Town, Lawrence, next to University of Kansas, it's awesome. It's a melting pot here, very youthful and up and coming, so I fit right in.
Yes, you do, boo-boo. Okay. So you are.
Hi, Brendan.
You are quarantined and you are safe?
I am safe.
Okay, good. Well, that's always good to know. I'm glad that you are doing well and that you look blessed. Your skin looks phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm trying.
It looks fabulous. You absolutely the only reason I see you is through your now celebrity status of TikTok. So
oh gosh,
I see it, and the reason why I joined was my publicist was like, you should really get on TikTok. And I was like, I have nothing to TikTok about. And then I saw you doing it, and I was like, well, I'll never be as funny as her, but I can dance. Like, I'll just dance around. I didn't know that you actually had to memorize these things.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't do the dances. I did like 2 of them, and I was like out of breath. You have to like go learn it, go away from your computer, then come back. Yes.
Yes.
I don't got it.
I can't believe all these people are doing this. No wonder people aren't like going crazy. They're all learning these dances. It takes days.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. So why did TikTok become your thing?
It's funny you asked. So I started TikTok way before the whole coronavirus stuff took off. I was traveling with KU track and field because I'm a volunteer assistant. And our first night at not regionals, goodness gracious, I'm so old now. What do they call it? Conference championships. There you have it. We were at Big Tens, and I was just like in the room, and I'm like, I'm gonna download TikTok like right now. It was like one of those things. I'm just gonna download it, and I got on, started watching a couple videos. The second night there, I started making them in the hotel room because I'm like, it had great lighting, cute little. You know how hotels can be. They have great chairs and all kind of cute conference rooms. So my first 5 videos, were in that hotel, and I was like, I love this. It had nothing to do with boredom. It was just like, I just want to try it. And then as stuff started to shut down, I was like, well, I actually enjoy doing this, so I'm going to keep doing it. And that's really how my addiction started. I've slowed down actually in the past few weeks, just because the platform in general is interesting the longer you're on it.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
Yeah. So you can't really control the content that you see on there. And I've seen a lot of racist videos on there. I don't know if you've like seen a lot of stuff online.
I have not. I've heard my videos because again, when they ask you like, "Hey," I just
it's okay. I told her you were coming.
Hey, boo. So like I did the thing where it's like, what do you like? And I was like, sports and dance, and like that was it. So I see a lot of dance videos, and that's about it. Like I don't see as many. Like I only follow like celebrities, so I follow like you, Kevin Hart, some other dancers. Like that's it. That's like, I don't follow many people.
I'm loved.
Celebrity. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I had no idea about this. That's very interesting.
Yes, and the more you pay attention, like especially on Twitter and stuff, a lot of those kids get outed. I think just the other day, that's a common. It's common. Like every 10 videos I see nonsense. So I backed off. I don't say I do it every now and then, or I don't watch my feed as much because you can't control it. Like there's nothing you can do. It's not like Instagram.
I can't believe that they can't control it.
Yeah, that too. And then like they take down Black creators videos on there who like speak out about it, but they keep up the racist ones. So there's a bit of a racial divide on the app. It gets like the longer you're on there, you go, what did I really sign up for? So I've just been really, I've been conscious of kind of what I've been doing and how long I've been on that app. So I haven't been on it as much lately.
That's very interesting because I did see the one that made, I think it was like World Star, and it made
was it those two kids that said we're gonna make I wasn't gonna say the word, but yes
like that was it. And so when I saw that, to be honest, I guess I don't live in a world like that. Like I guess in my little bubble of a world,
I'm always shocked because I'm like, this is still happening. Yes, I feel you. Yes.
How is it still happening?
I'm not sure.
This is generational now. Like, come on, man. Like, you weren't born. Like, I know that most of the schools that these kids were born in or towns, they're more cultured.
Right.
So I don't understand how this is possible still in this day and age. But yeah, that was really shocking to me. My husband and I watched it. We were like, what? Like, you just came out your mouth and said that? So
it's bad.
I completely understand. And, but I mean, I love the honesty. I love the truth. You know it. But I do want to get into the questions. So guys, if you guys have any questions for Whitney, the big thing that I've come to realize is that people may not watch live, but then I'll get like hundreds of views later on. So that's why I ask
it's smack middle of the day,
Yes,
so yeah,
I do know that people have,
and I'm enjoying my time with you, so it's okay.
I know. I'm so glad that I'm doing this just because I feel like everyone is so busy that this is the only time that we can like say like, hey, do you have 20 minutes to like talk?
Yes. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, so in terms of training, obviously you are an Olympian, you are a national champion. How is training these days?
Different in terms of atmosphere. Obviously, I don't have the gym. I don't have the facilities. So every now and then we kind of take it to a parking lot and throw within a field. A lot of our stuff takes place. Yeah. So in the Midwest, there's tons of land. We're not hurting for that. So it's like throwing off of a slab and just making sure people aren't around because, we don't have the protective barriers. And then, in terms of strength training, it's just a lot of improvising. Like, back to the basics. I don't have a bar. I didn't want to invest in one. I'm sorry. I'm just not. My coach was like, let's go buy one. And I'm like, and then after all this is over, I'm stuck with all this crap in my garage. No. So I don't deal with it. My sponsors have talked about perhaps building me something in their shed and letting me come use some things, which is really cool. I'm sponsored by a winery and they're not far from here. And so, that's kind of been in the, that's been in the works. So, but other than that, I'm okay. It doesn't bother me. I'm not crazy eating. I don't know. I haven't gained weight, I haven't lost weight. I'm like right in the middle.
I feel like for me, and everyone knows this, I have been loving this time.
Thank you.
I've been loving it.
It doesn't happen. And it's crazy because like I only have like a few friends here. Like I can count on one hand, and they always go like, oh my God, like what a life you get to live. Like you're at home all day, every day, like you're not doing anything. And I go, I don't get this time. Like this never happens. Yes. This is the first time in my career where I can be a bum and it's totally socially acceptable.
On April 30th, you really think that we would be in our houses right now?
Seriously, they don't get it. But it's okay.
I think it is true because everyone's like, well, like, I know everybody has like a regular routine. I'm like, but yes, I just got married, so I like spending time with my husband. Yes. And I like doing things in my house. I like updating it. I like trying new things. And I like cooking. And I like being able to just be like, I get to sit on my couch and just watch a Netflix show.
It's so nice.
Because it is. And I know we'll never get this again.
Never.
Like, you know what I mean? So in our lifetime, I just feel like I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed that this is all happening. So, but I'm glad that, and I was talking to Janelle about it. it seems like everybody and their mother has like an at-home gym. And I was like,
yeah, I would agree. I'm like, how do you guys even have access? I have a privately like sponsored gym here as well, and they're not even opening their doors to me on the slide. So
yeah,
it must be nice.
In their garage, I don't even have a garage one, so
I have one, but it's for my car. I'm not parking my car outside to put a gym inside of it. I'm sorry, it's not with this kind of weather and conditions out here. No,
absolutely not.
No.
So I love the honesty. I love the truth, because I borrowed a bar, as you see, it's back there.
Smart.
Because I borrowed it from my former coach. I just went up and picked it up, and I was like, "Hey, can I borrow it?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." I only have like 225s and 210s, so make of that what you will. Like,
seriously.
And that's it. But I'm like, I'm doing little ab workouts and stuff, but I think for me, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. I just feel like everyone's a trainer, everyone's in the gym, and I'm just like, I'm kind of tired. Like, I'm
seriously.
So I'm glad that we're on the same page. But as far as your goals, how have they changed at all? Has your vision or your focus changed?
That's a great question. I'm a little more laxed in things right now. Like, I'm not, obviously, as the Olympics was approaching originally, before everything got shut down, like, you know, you started to get a little more anxious as the months went by, because you're like, okay, at least for us, like, the Olympic trials is coming up. Like,
yeah,
okay, like, where are we at in terms of just performance and my strength levels? Is my diet correct? Like, is everything in order for me to do the best I can, be the best that I can be come July? No, he didn't. Sorry. Anyways, is my life in the best shape it can be in going into the Olympic trials? And once everything got shut down once again, I had that original anxiety attack. I did. Because I'm like, oh my God,
okay,
what do we do? Okay, like, I panicked, because I'm like, well, remember, NCAA didn't shut down right away. Yes. It was like everything was so gradual. So as the facility shut down, I was like, well, how am I going to lift? And we have a meet coming up, and I have KU relays, and you know, and then as stuff started to get shut down and meets started to get canceled, I was like, let's just start to see how this unfolds. Like, let's try out. So I went through that for only about a week. And as the days went on, and literally every day we woke up to like bad news for like a week.
Something
I don't remember. Yeah. I was like, okay, this is crazy.
Every day.
So once everything started to shut down, I said, you know what? We're going to be okay. My coach and I had a really good conversation about it, and there's not going to be any USA Championships / Olympic trials this summer. He was like, we're just going to take it easy, stay in shape the best way you can. Don't, you know, go eat yourself crazy. And he was like, we're going to start back up in the summertime as normal. Like, this facility should be open in about a month, and we're just going to start over from scratch in terms of building a base and everything. Like, we're not getting the best out of anything right now. I don't know who people are fooling, but you're not. If they had a diamond league or a track meet tomorrow, nobody's going to be running or throwing crazy at times, because most people have been in the house 6+ weeks, you know. So
everybody has different access to things. So I mean, I just saw Sydney McLaughlin post that she's at the track, and she had like the lifting, and then I see Lolo, she's lifting in the house, and you know, I see other British athletes, they have like their tracks open. I'm like, yeah, but what about the rest of like the world? Like, I don't have anything. I live in Wildwood, New Jersey. All the gyms shut down. Right. All the tracks shut down. We don't got grass.
No.
The beach is shut down. So I'm like, what do you want me to do, boo boo? And then I got an email from my from John, my agent. And is he still your agent?
Yes.
Okay.
The one where he said stay in shape, because meets are going to be in the late fall. I actually read that.
No, he said August.
He laughed. No, my coach actually he laughed a little bit. He was just like, honestly, like, it is what it is. Like, we're going to start back up in the summertime, but if you're not ready to go right away, it's really not a big deal. And we're just going to assess kind of where my fitness is when the time comes. Like, it's not far-fetched to say I may not compete this year. If it's too late, I'm not going to compete in October. I'm not going to compete in the late fall. For what? To start back up, and then spring next year is very, very important for us.
Yeah,
opening up, and I may compete a little sooner, obviously, because I'd have sitting around for a year, but I'm not going to try to go crazy, and no offense, for a couple pennies. As you know, we've been cut out of the Diamond League circuit anyway. There's no discus at all. Yeah, there's no discus. So I'd be traveling to these small meets for what? I can, you know, hi Jordan. You know, I'm better off here. So
yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree that. I mean, I was talking to Ashley Kelly, and she was like, if the money is like, if they're up in the prize money, then I may. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, of course you got to go where the money is. I was like, but if I'm jumping 4'10",
right,
I ain't getting no money. So
I'm not going.
I think when I saw the email, I showed my coach, and she was just like, how are you feeling about the email? And I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not ready. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not ready for August. I'm gonna tell you right now. So I mean, I'm glad that there are more athletes out there that I mean, the main goal is the Olympics, and if that's still your main goal, you have to make sure that that's the most important, because now we're over a year out from the Olympics.
Right.
And now, you know, I don't watch the news. I think there's too much going on, but my husband does. And it's interesting because now they're coming out and saying that there may not be an Olympics 2021 if they don't come out with a vaccine. And I'm like,
I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah,
I haven't read that. I literally don't. Yeah, I haven't seen that. So let's just skip past.
So like, but that's what I'm saying. So just like, once things become a little bit more, I just wish meets would just be like, we'll let you know when we know. Like once things open, we'll let you know. And I'm like, okay, rather than like put us like in hell, like we got meets in August. Well, I'm gonna watch on my computer screen and see how that goes. But I do know that our journeys, I met you at a Diamond League meet.
I want to say so. You're my roommate. We have so much in common. Yes.
China, Japan, something like that. Yeah.
Where? I don't know.
And we bonded over Beyonce. And ever since, I was like, I think Whitney's one of the most amazing people in the world.
Thank you.
Through your journey, and I remember at that time, I was ready to quit. I was like, I'm done with this. And every time that I want to quit, Whitney's like, no. Like, she doesn't even listen to me. She doesn't even pay attention to me. Seriously. So in my journey, I've had many ups and downs. Have there been moments in your career that you feel have made a bigger impact than you thought? And now you kind of look back and you're like, wow, I'm kind of glad that happened, or that kind of helped shape me.
That's a lot. Everything. Everything. Oh my gosh. I feel like every year I've learned something about myself. Like I have not had an easy journey. From 2000, I went pro 2013, and what's 2020 now, so it's been 7 years. And it's just been, I hate to use the word failure, but it's like I've had some huge obstacles year after year after year. Made my first team out of college, then took dead last in Moscow. Then I made my second team and just got nicked out of the final. Then I made my third world championship team, made the final, but in the first final, then got knocked off for the second final. I was 9th. They took top 8. So I was playing with that 8 and 9 spot. And I'm like, are you kidding me? When I get to the Olympic Games, I foul out. And then after that, I go to 2017 and I get knocked out of the final again. That's been like, and I just go, oh my gosh, every single year. And so I've had to adjust constantly every single year. And this is the first year. I love you too. This is the first year that I just feel more in control. I had to assess kind of what I was going through back in earlier career. I only saw my coach 6 days a month at the training center. So he was considered more of a consultant kind of coach. And so he would come in every other week. So in between, I was training myself. And I go, to be world class and still making these teams, and figuring it out and being competitive and only seeing a coach 6 days a month, I wasn't giving myself enough credit. And to now have a coach, which I love, but every single day was new to me, because I'm like, wow, I'm getting yelled at every single day now. This is so crazy. I'm not like, someone keeping me accountable and riding my tail every single day again is crazy. And so I'm happy where I'm at. I'm a little sad, obviously, the things that got canceled this year, because I was like, we're finally in the groove of things. But yeah, to answer that question, long story short, everything, my entire career has shaped me to who I am today. I can't pinpoint one area, because I can literally go down each year and you go, wow, you went through that and you went through this, and I've been in love and I've been engaged, and like things like that. And I just, it's crazy.
Things happen. And I think I speak to a lot of females, and it's interesting because a lot of like somebody just commented, our testimonies, we don't really speak about a lot. And I feel like I wish I spoke a little bit more about my trials and tribulations,
right?
Because I don't think people would realize how much we have overcome and can still be this light and positive and determined and focused. And I think a lot of athletes need to hear that, especially in high school, what they're going through right now, and in college.
Yeah.
So I feel like for most kids, it's like, oh, I'm injured, I'm done. Or
right.
I didn't have a good college career, you know what, I'm done. And so I feel like there's more to it than that. And I'm glad that you spoke your truth. And I'm glad that you did say, like, every year something shapes you. And as you get older, you start to learn more about yourself.
Yeah, you do. I feel like I'm learning more now at the end of my career than I did. I was a deer in the headlights the first 5 years. In all honesty, I look back and I go, I couldn't have done this 4 years ago. All the time I think about it, I just go, I'm where I'm supposed to be right now in my life.
Yes.
I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So I don't have any regrets.
I'm so happy. I'm so glad.
Thank you.
That's amazing. I know she's so, I was so excited about this interview. You guys have to understand. Whitney is one of my dearest friends because she's so true. She's so honest, and she is my spirit animal. I literally, she's absolutely phenomenal. And for those of you guys who are just joining, I'm with Whitney Ashley, who's the American Olympian discus thrower, national champion, Hall of Famer, just all around amazing human being. And so Coach Jim Garnham thinks you are awesome. So
I threw up the praise hands. Appreciate you.
So I did a little bit of research outside of the things that I know about you generally, and you have been a part of this I Am Enough movement.
Woo!
And I absolutely love it. I feel like every day you speak your truth and you are very open and honest about who you are and how you represent yourself. When it comes to I Am Enough, I know that most typical quote unquote throwers don't look like you. You know what I mean? You or Michelle Carter, you know?
Right.
So what made you so confident to say that you are enough in your thrower genre?
Woo! Dang, you guys have good questions. Oh my gosh. I mean, I read them prior, but I was like, you know what? I'm trying to wing it because I don't like to sound like a broken record or rehearsed. So I kind of just like read, but I was like, you know, I'm going to see what comes to my heart that day.
General.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're general. So if somebody asks a question, I go through them first. But for me, they're general because we have to have a conversation. I don't want to be like, so Whitney, how's it going? Like, I'm not like that. I wanted to have a conversation. TikTok was the last thing I was supposed to talk about, but I had to go to it because I was like, I remember that seeing them pictures in the background on the TikTok. So I was like, you know, let me just start with that. So
I'm working on my little art gallery here.
It is beautiful.
All of these are painted by Black women. Except for the big butterfly one. I believe she is Filipino. But right now, all of the artists on my story are, they're women. So I'm continuing to build my art gallery. Excuse the mess. I'm mounting a TV today. So everything has been relocated.
Ooh,
yeah. So I gave up. I have someone who's going to help me. Bless his heart. Because I was about to give up. I said, listen. I called him and I'm like, I'm gonna patch these holes and we're gonna move on with my life. And he was like, no,
just leaning against
I'm
the
gonna
wall.
come and save you. And so I'm forever appreciative of him for sure.
I'll give him an applause as soon as we're done.
Seriously. Oh my gosh, why is this not staying? This is so ghetto. Anyway, that's a great question. To answer that question in general, it started with just what sports has always been for me. And sports has always kind of made me sure of myself. I don't know what it is. Excuse my French. Can we cuss on here?
I cuss all the time.
Okay. It's always made me feel like a badass. I've always excelled. When I picked up a basketball when I was young, I made All-American teams. I was traveling the country. I just always had an act for it. And then once I got introduced to track and field, it was the same thing. I was winning. I was going to Junior Olympics. And I wasn't doing the discus yet, but I was killing it in the shot put at like 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, here I am on this plane by myself, you know, without my parents. And I go, wow, this ball, it occurred to me. And I'm like, sports can take me anywhere I want to go. So I've always stuck with it that way. And that's the confidence that I instilled in me early. So as I got older, even though I lacked in body size, as you see a lot of other female throwers are a lot more muscular, they're taller. I'm actually very, very short for my event. It never bothered me. I've always been in the land of the giants. So I used to play this game when I was younger. And I love women of all sizes. So I mean this in a loving way, but I would count out all the girls bigger than me. whether it was height or in, you know, body shape. And I would see how many I can take down that day. So there,
so
you know, that was it. And I just go, even if I knew I was like, I probably can't win today, but how many of these girls am I not supposed to beat that I can beat today? Who's down? Who looks, you know, who's got a little limp going on? Who looks off? So, you know, I just learned to like walk different and with my broad shoulders, and I just walked with an attitude. I was always a little mean, even just because I had to walk the walk kind of thing. I had to present this facade, and it used to work. And girls would come to me afterwards like, you're so little, like, how do you get it done? And I was like, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. I learned that really, really young.
I need that
I
button.
realized I didn't laugh, but I knew I was different.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I need. I need that sound. Damn it. That would have been a perfect moment. That you are speaking life right now.
Yeah. So that's what sports, to answer that question, it became enough. That's what sports has done for me personally. I know for everyone else it's a little different, but I just was like the confidence at an early age. I just go, I knew I was different, and I couldn't allow what I felt I lacked to, you know, make me feel not useless, but like worthless, or I don't know, bring down my self-worth or anything like that. I'm like, I deserve to be here. And once I adapted to that, I mean, I took off. I could have gone Division I in either sport. A lot of people don't know that. I was a talented basketball player, and my high school coach told me, I'm just going to let you know, this is the tallest you're going to get. You're not going to be a millionaire in either sport, but you have a longer lifespan in track and field, so do track. I quit that next summer. I trusted him that much. We don't have coaches like that anymore. You know, to make you choose. He said, I love you. I care about you. And this is my honest opinion. I went home. I thought about it all summer. I told my mom I'm done with basketball. My whole family, they were not here for it. I come from a basketball family. So track and field was kind of like a hobby sport. Like, oh, she does that.
Yeah, to keep in shape.
Yeah, no one came to my track meets except my mom. Oh, yeah, my grandma, love her. Rest in peace. But she'd call me and she'd be like, so, like, when are you going to give this up? Like, this hobby, like, you're in your 20s now. Like, I was excelling in college. I got a college scholarship. I became an All-American. I won NCAAs. After I won my NCAA title, the first question I got was, so you're going to get a job now? Like a normal person job? And I'm like, no, I'm going to train for the Olympics. Then I make the Olympic team 4 years later, and it's like the same thing. Oh, that's amazing. My granddaughter's an Olympian. Are you going to get married now? And I'm like, why is it never enough? You know?
Never
enough. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like the things that I've accomplished before the age of 30, like, I can't even count on one hand how many people have done it, except people in my sport. But when I tell my story, people are always amazed. Before the age of 25, I've been to 30 countries. You know, I've been on every continent except for Antarctica and Africa. Like, you let me know who's done that. Like, my passport's cool, you know, and I haven't paid anything. All my trips have been free because of sports, you know. So it's just been interesting.
I'm glad that I'm glad that you stuck with it. You know what I mean? Because the biggest thing is your family support. You know, that you always are like, who can you fall back on? It's your family. And that's an adversity in itself, because people hear the story, but they don't go that journey with you of those day to day being like, your aunts and uncles not going to your meets every Saturday all day long. You just by yourself.
And I want to know,
I can only imagine that you just being able to overcome that and just seeing your potential in yourself and believing in yourself. A lot of people don't have that. And you're right. Coaches aren't like that anymore because
they want you to choose a sport. And it's usually biased. Like, it's the sport they're coaching in. And it's like, and I understand he was a track coach, but I trusted him. It was like an honest thing. He just said, I think you're great in both, but I think he cared about my future. Coaches only care about the moment. They care about the current points, what you can do for me now. Yeah. He said, I love what you're doing for me now, but honestly, for yourself later, you'll be able to feed yourself, clothe yourself, pay your own bills through that sport. And I haven't looked back. I never looked back. But I do want people to know it's not always going to be your family. Like, you can love them from a distance, but if you're passionate about something and you're close and you believe in yourself, it's okay to kind of step back from them a little bit. And I've had to do that with a lot of family members. I love them to death. They don't get it. And I go, you know, a lot of them don't even have passports. And it's funny, a lot of them only got a passport to come see me compete in another country. So it's like, you should be kind of thanking me a little bit. That
like
a new life, you know, in the same sport that you thought was stupid 5 years ago. And now you're like, they introduced me differently. And it's like, I don't mind it. It doesn't make me upset. It did in the beginning, but as I got older, I just go, it's okay. It's a teaching moment. It's not time to go, I told you so. It's just go, you know, like open up your horizon, like broaden your horizons a little bit. So.
Wow. That's amazing. I love that.
Yes.
I'm guys, if you see me like watching, I'm just like, because I'm learning. I'm like, oh my goodness, yes, girl. That's amazing. I didn't know that about basketball. Would you have wanted to go to like the WNBA?
No, God, no. I just wanted school paid for. I knew my mom. Hey, Jazz. I knew my mom could not afford to send me to college. Like, I always knew that. Like, she had 3 kids. And I was like, okay, let me take the burden off. So I busted my tail in athletics so that I can get college paid for. I was always conscious of my mom. Like, I still am. Everything I do, I always have her in mind. And I just thought, how can I take stress off her life? She has 3 kids. She's single. How can I, you know, not be in her pockets? And so, again, sports, has allowed me to be independent and not, you know, calling home the mommy and things like that. So it's really nice. I think I'm blessed. I'm not where I want to be, but my life isn't bad. It really isn't that bad. I do what I want.
Amen. I'm so glad because but I feel like so many people aren't where they want to be for so long of their life. Right. And I think that's just the grind. Like we always want to excel. We always want to do more. We always are going to want more. But to be honest, I'm right with you. I'm like, I'm blessed to be where I am. I've learned a lot along the journey, and I feel like everything's a teachable moment. And if I can honestly go back and tell people who follow my journey and are looking up to me, I'm like, yeah, this is real. You're right. My mom and I had like we have a riff. We've done this. My dad is a piece of shit. They're
let it out.
Real.
For sure. I wasn't ready. But no, my favorite quote is blossom where you are planted.
Amen.
I say that every single day.
You should be a preacher. I would join your church.
Girl, I cannot. Because I still cuss a lot. So I don't think how that would work in my congregation. And then, you know, bowing my head in prayer after I didn't cuss everybody out. I'm working on that. It's called balance. Sanctified with a side of ratchet.
I'm not even working on it. I feel like it's a part of me. This is who I am. Jesus loves me exactly the way he made me.
Thank you, Jazz. I'm working on it. The Lord knows my heart. I'm a good person. Just sometimes
that's all that matters.
I be popping off. I can't help it.
I'm not even trying to fix it. But I know that our time is running out. But I did want to, I want to honestly thank you. And I'm glad that you were so open and so honest. And I love you. And we're going to get to what happened, Bill.
Someone said, in your career, how do you cope with people that try to pull you down?
Oh, where? So
I don't know when they chimed in. Sorry, I just saw. I'm trying to keep track. Hey, Jazz, I see you too, boo.
Oh no, you're good. I just usually the question mark with the square. That's usually where the questions come up. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah. This one was a comment, I think.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know when you came in, we were talking briefly about family. So a lot of my negativity came from my inner circle, my actual family members who don't take my sport seriously or just because they don't understand it. We come from football, basketball, baseball. We did everything. I was the first and only person to compete in track and field in my family. So it was kind of like, what is this? And like, oh my God, these track meets are long and it's hot. And so it's kind of hard to keep people coming back when they're not really enjoying the atmosphere. I get that. But again, I think it comes from a mindset. I believed in myself. I don't know. Again, sports just makes me feel like a badass, a superwoman, like I'm invincible kind of thing. When I put my uniform on or when I'm training, like when I go to local gyms, like if I can't train at KU, it's actually annoying. People record me. I'm in there squatting twice as much as men. I have 400 pounds in my back. I have 285 pounds plus on the bench or something crazy. And it's like, what do you do for a living? Like people are excited. Strangers keep me motivated. Yeah. And I just go, I wish I get this kind of feedback from people that I love. It's kind of like, if I have that kind of weight on my back, it's kind of like, you're not afraid of being this amount of pounds and like your shoulders, like you don't like not fitting into clothes. Like they're worried about things that I'm not concerned about.
Yeah.
I just go,
absolutely.
Huh?
I feel like other people's opinions of you are none of your business.
Hello.
And that's the honest truth.
Yeah.
So she said, try to pull you down. Nobody can pull you down unless you allow them to.
Correct.
So no matter what people say, it's really what you believe in yourself. So if you feel that you are a badass and you can conquer the world, then go out and do it.
Yeah.
You don't need anybody's approval or anybody's permission. You can be a badass all by yourself.
Yes, I agree. So,
and I think that's just how it is. You're right.
I think we definitely killed that answer. I hope that answers your question.
I hope so. Let's see.
So I'm not sure. To hallelujah. Hopefully that answered. Hello.
Thank you. Yeah, Jesus don't judge. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Oh no, you're good. I'm reading now too because I was like, damn, did I miss something? I'm usually on it. But I've really been in this conversation, like we having a conversation.
Thank you.
But I really appreciate you coming on and joining me and just being so truthful and honest. I love you, and you know that I always will, and I will always support you. And anything you ever need in life, I'm always here for you. Awesome.
I love you more, Queen, and I hope to see you on the circuit, and of course in Tokyo next summer. Oh man, hold on.
Oh yes, I know. I just saw. I just spoke
shout out to Nigeria.
I know. I just spoke to Michael Edwards from the high jumper from Nigeria and had the most amazing conversation with him. And it's interesting because I think Nigeria has been hosting meets. It's just not, like they host meets and I just have never.
I know what it's about. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So, and it's one of those things where I definitely, and my husband and I talk about it all the time. We want to.
I want to go to Africa.
We want to go to Africa
as soon as I retire, because I don't want to do it like a quick trip. Like I want to go for like 12, 14 days and literally as much the continent as I can do. I want to go to the rural parts where I'm like in the villages and I want to be on the bougie side too. Like I want to what's the rich side? People don't show that. It's not all poverty. Like don't let the media fool you guys. Woke, stay woke.
What's his name? Akon.
There are billionaires. Like there's money. What do you think people get their wealth from? They take from that continent. Oil, gold, you name it. Like, what are y'all talking about? It is not more. I said 12 days is not enough. Well, how many days do you recommend we go? He said 12 days isn't enough.
12 days.
He's in London. Enough. That's my London buddy.
I was about to say, I was like, well, my bank account, I don't know if it can last longer than 12, but okay.
4 weeks?
3 to 4 weeks. Okay.
Well, I don't know about that.
We researched a little bit and we think we're going to invest in Akon's business. In Senegal? I think so.
We can talk outside of this. You can let me know on the side. I may be interested.
I will definitely let you know.
30 days.
That
may be 2 trips. That's a whole month in Africa.
The way my bank account
works that long. Because I get homesick. Like where are you going? I want to go through the entire continent. As long as I'm thinking like 4 or 5 days and pick like 4 or 5 spots. I do want to go to Nigeria.
It depends on how long the trip is. If the flight is like 24 hours, then I'll go for like 7 days, 8 days.
Minimum. Yeah. Like I want to get, I really want to get out there. And I get a lot of DMs and stuff, like a lot of Africans asking me like what I am. And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm not doing one of those swab tests because I don't think that they're legit.
Yeah, I don't think they are either.
I want to go and find my tribe, legit. Like, whose bone structure's closest to mine? Like, what's up? Like, where am I from?
Where we at? Where we at?
It's Hector Flight Girls who would like to see you in Nigeria. Hey, when we come out there, you're our tour guide. So you got to show us around. I want the best food you have to show us, clubs, everything. So
I'll just be Whitney's manager.
We're out here. Oh, we're gonna be so cute. I want to go to Thailand too, but that's another IG live.
I really I can't wait. Like it's one of the things that literally we've been talking about for a while. And my husband's white and he's just like, I'll go. I don't care. Heck yeah. I'm like, yes.
Seriously. There's white people in Africa. They come in all shades. It's the brochures.
All shades.
Those brochures. That's I'm like, y'all gotta. Africa's beautiful. Thank you.
I feel like
shout out to Nigeria
like
again. I see the flag.
I truly feel like it is. Are you ready?
I don't know my heritage, but I'm gonna get on it. I promise y'all. I ain't gonna let y'all down.
I know. We'll get there. We will. Whitney, I'm sorry to cut this. My husband has been waiting patiently.
And
for
so
his
has
corner.
well, I'm not married, but hey.
Hey, how you doing?
To put up my TV so he can make noise, so I'm sorry.
No, you fine. This is Ken. He's my husband. He's gonna ask you his random question of the day.
All right,
Ken,
let's do it. Go.
So you have to get rid of one holiday. Would you rather get rid of Halloween, trick-or-treating, costumes, and candy, or Thanksgiving, family, the big feast? And why?
Bye, Halloween. What?
You don't like Halloween?
I'm a true foodie, and I like the whole atmosphere of being just inside eating all day with my family and watching sports is always a game on.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really celebrated Halloween. I've only dressed up like 2 years. I stopped trick-or-treating when I was tall enough and they started looking at me sideways at the door. And even as an adult, like I don't engage in the day. It's weird. People are crazy, and I stay my butt home. So bye Halloween.
Wow.
But I know that I'm alone. Thank you, Jasmine. I'll say but I know a lot of my friends go crazy for Halloween. I mean, they have their outfits planned out 2 months before. Like, it gets serious. And I'm like, girl, please. I'm going to go find a ribbon, and I'm just going to be a character or something. I don't know. But I don't know.
Have you seen my Halloween costumes?
For this year?
No, I'm saying like in years
Oh,
past.
thank God. I don't remember.
No,
I don't think I have.
I'm not that crazy.
It's already April, yeah.
No.
Wink if she has. Halloween. It's okay. She already has a plan. I knew it.
We do, because this is our first year as like a married couple, so we're going out as like
Okay, I won't lie. When I do get married one day, or if I find my life partner, my first 3 years, I do want to do the whole couple costume stuff. Like, we have to. I don't care what it is. I think that's super cute, and then I can match the little kid. But
oh yeah, the one we have.
As a single person, I'm over it. It's not fun anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was all about it. I've loved Halloween. I still go trick-or-treating, and people
Hi,
be
Glenn.
like,
sorry.
Oh, sorry. I don't know these people. I'm so sorry. Hello.
That's one of my athletes at KU.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
So,
what's going on? But no, I do love Halloween. It's amazing. I love Thanksgiving. I can't get rid of holidays. I truly feel like I am that basic Becky in my heart where I want to decorate for all holidays.
I want to be that mom, though.
Yes.
I had 3 trees in my apartment alone for Christmas last year.
I saw.
And like, I want a tree in every room. Like when I become a mom, like I want to be like that. Wow, we're gonna go. I'm gonna say my name's Ashley, but I want to go to Miss Ashley's house because her house is crazy. I want to have the Christmas parties and I want to have the big birthday bashes. Like I do want to be that person. Like we can't wait for her to have a party. Like I'm a host type person.
To turn up.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Oh yeah. So we have that in common at least.
Yes.
But if I had to choose, I would get rid of them. But I do like. I would still be festive and like decorate and stuff. I put a little pumpkin outside. When do we start practice? Ask the coronavirus. We don't have any control right now. But great question.
Thank you so much, Ken. You're done. Thank you, sweetie. I love you. Okay.
Oh, look at that. Let me just kiss myself. Since y'all get to kiss on camera, I'm just out here, it's the life of a single person.
You are the most fabulous human being that I know, the most genuine.
Oh,
and
thank you.
I know, I've told you this many times, when the right man comes, he is going to literally treat you like a Nubian goddess.
Thank you.
I know that he is, because you deserve it, and the time will come. I just think that you need to, I think right now, God is saying you need to win an Olympic medal, and then as soon as you get that medal, and it could be the man handed you the medal, that could be your forever one. Okay. Yes. So,
all right. You have a great day.
Thank you so much. You too, sweetie. Thank you so much. Let me give you your applause. Thank you so much, Boo. You were phenomenal. I loved our chat, and you are more than welcome anytime you'd like.
All right. Thank you so much.
Good
Bye,
luck with
everybody.
your TV, Boo.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I love her so much. She's absolutely phenomenal. She is my spirit animal, and I'm so glad that we got to chat and chill. Again, all these segments are only supposed to be like 20, 25 minutes, guys, but we do get into conversations. And I think Whitney was very honest and open and genuine, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Tomorrow is finally Friday. And you guys know I have later in the nighttime sessions. So I have Curtis Williams, who is a former what is it? What's WR? Wide receiver. That's how good I am.
That's her football
knowledge. I've had such a long day that my mind is completely blank. So he was a wide receiver for multiple NFL teams, and so I have him. He's now a professional trainer. And then tomorrow night I have the amazing Armani Ortiz, and he is now the creative director at Tyler Perry Studios. So you guys won't want to miss that. It's going to be amazing. Have a wonderful Thursday. Stay safe, guys.